Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Carlos, and in case you all are not aware, this is episode 2 of season 6. You can see the 6 balloon there behind me. So I'm really excited about this season because for the first time, we're going through all of the icks of each zodiac sign. So in case you don't know, an ick is basically something that will kind of ruffle your feathers or maybe get you a little bit disgusted or just upset about something. So we're calling out that one thing from each zodiac sign. And so, just a couple of preliminary things before we get started with the show. Again, welcome to the Water Bear Podcast. So glad to have you here. And always remember that sharing is caring, but subscribing is thriving. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you don't mind and hit that notification bell and join the Drip family. You can catch the Drip every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So again, today, like I said, we're on Aries, but we're going to hit up all 12 signs in this season. So every Thursday, we will have a new sign that we're talking about and tackling. You can also follow me on social media on Instagram at Poetic, and that's spelled P-E-A-U-X-E-T-I-C. And on TikTok at PEAUXETIC with the number 7 at the end. And my guest today, Shaun Simon, who is repping for Aries. You can follow him on TikTok at Shaun in 8K. And I'm going to spell that out too. It's SHAUNIN number 8 and then the letter K. That's all together. So how I met Shaun was through TikTok. And I think this is one of the best examples of using social media for good. I think social media sometimes gets a lot of bad rep. But in this case, it was a great thing because I've been getting a lot of feedback from the different videos, if you saw them leading up to this season, posting what I perceive to be the icks of all 12 zodiac signs. So for Aries, I said I feel like they are the pop-off sign. You know, if you want to fight, you know, Aries, that's who I'm calling. You know, if I need somebody to, you know, throw some hands with me, it's probably going to be them. And I feel like their temper is just unmatched at times. So I can't wait to get Shaun's opinion to find out if he agrees with this, if he disagrees, or maybe he even thinks there's another ick that Aries has that I didn't mention. So in true Water Bear podcast fashion, before I bring him on, we're going to dive into a famous Aries. So a famous Aries, in case you all did not know, is Robert Downey Jr. He is a famous Aries. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Shaun in, and we're going to get this started. Hey, what's up, Shaun?
Hey, what's going on, Carlos? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I watched your intro. I appreciate it. You made me
Oh, yeah.
sound amazing.
Oh,
You gonna
hey, no
mention?
doubt. Thank you.
Look, I'm ready to start beef. How you gonna mention Robert Downey Jr. and then introduce me?
Wait, you don't like Robert Downey Jr.? No,
Not these days. Have you heard the new news? Like they're bringing him back as Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest stars of the world. But I share the same sign, so I get it.
Yeah, I mean, Robert. Now, I will say Robert Downey Jr. to me, he is one of the best actors.
Absolutely.
And I feel like with Aries, they're going to bring that fire. When I think about entertainers, you know, singers, anything like that, even, you know, everyday life, Aries is going to bring that passion to anything they do, be it, you know, on the pop-off side or, you know, on the other spectrum too.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate. But there's levels to it.
Okay.
Usually we're peaceful until people mess with us, and then everybody's off to the side like, what the hell did they do to him? Like, what's this problem?
Right.
But, yeah, in my experience, and a lot of people, oh, you're so loyal, oh, you're so cool, you're real, you know, you're there for the people who you know and love and stuff like that. But everybody outside of that bubble might think, oh, you're a jerk, you're a-hole, you know, you don't talk much. I'm like, I don't know you.
Right. Why would we know and talk on that level? Yeah.
Exactly. Once I get to know you, then you're gonna tell me I talk too much because I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna call you with the weird ideas. I'm gonna call you, telling you about something weird I saw, something my dog did. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that, and I'm kind of the same way a little bit too. Some people might think I'm a little standoffish if they don't know me, but then you get to know me, and it's like, all right, please shut this guy up because he's talking too much. So yeah, I get that. And so before we get too deep into it, do you mind sharing your birthday?
April 2nd.
April 2nd. Okay, cool. Oh, you have the same birthday as my uncle. My uncle is an Aries. So shout out to my uncle Carl if he sees this. His birthday is also on April 2nd.
I've never met Uncle Carl, but he's an amazing person. I already
He
know.
is. Yes, he is. Okay, so all right, so let's get into it. So I got to ask you, I guess this is a layered question, but first of all, let me ask you, do you agree that of all 12 signs, do you think that Aries maybe has a bit of an anger management problem?
Yes, but allow me to add to that.
Oh, okay, sure, of course, go ahead.
Unhealed and unhealed Aries.
Okay.
Emotionally unstable Aries. But like as I just made 45 in April or whatever, but I'm able to see things that would usually trigger me or that used to trigger me back in the day. So now I can laugh at it. But back in the day, oh yeah, shirt off, let's go. What's up? You're not gonna mess with my friend. What did you say to me? Stuff like that. Yeah, that used to set me off. But now that I'm more emotionally intelligent, I'm like,
right.
Whatever. If it don't have nothing to do with my money or my house or my dog or my family or something like close, family or friends, whatever.
I got you.
But I will say this new group, the younger ones, the rules have changed.
Yeah. So when you say that, do you mean that they take it to another level as far as the anger and things of that nature?
Yes, to the point where you might need like a taser or their mama. Everybody calm down once they see their mama.
Right. It's like, oh, okay, all right, I'll be cool now.
You got me embarrassing myself. But and it's funny because, not saying this about myself, but we pop off whatever gets us angry. Once we calm down, biggest baby. Start crying. I can't believe I embarrassed myself. Oh my God. Oh, why? And then I'm mad at everybody around me. Why did y'all let me do this? Nobody thought to get me in the car and get me home.
Right. You know what? I would agree with you on that. And I'm thinking about all of the Aries that I know. And I feel like Aries does have a very short fuse, but they tend to get over things a little quickly. Now, I will say, rest her soul, maybe with the exception of my grandmother, because when I tell you, she was an Aries too. She was a March Aries. And when I tell you, hold a grudge to this day, I don't know anybody that held a grudge better than she did.
Absolutely. Nana was able to pick up on stuff.
Once
she peeped stuff, and once the Aries, speaking on my own behalf,
right.
Once I watch people, I try not to be judgmental, but if I see a person always into something, or if I see it's always some kind of drama or some kind of foolishness, and if you look in that area, you're always going to see one person, stay the hell away from you.
Right.
And a lot of people take offense to that, but I know my energy. I think it's best for me to stay the hell away from you because I would only make it worse.
Right. And I agree with you on that. I feel like I'm the same way too. Like if I feel a certain vibe or a certain thing going on, then it's like, let me just remove myself before this gets ugly for everybody involved. So, okay. And so now, would you say, are there any other icks about Aries that come to mind when you think of your sign?
They say we are mean, but that goes back to what we were saying earlier. Like if I don't know you, I'm gonna be quiet because I want to watch you. I want to see how you move before I allow you into my circle. I allow you to see the real me.
Right.
All right. Because of course, you can't just let everybody into your space because some people don't mean any good.
Yeah.
So,
That's true. Yeah, and I think that could be credited to, maybe discernment as well, because I feel like sometimes people do perceive that as being mean if they don't know right off the bat. And one of the most hilarious people when I think of Aries too is Aretha Franklin. Like when you watch her old video clips, her interviews.
The Patty arm pull.
Yeah. And see, I love both of them. Now I will say, out of the two, it's not a zodiac thing, but I love Pat Bell a little bit more.
Yeah.
But as far as singing and what she brought to music, I think Aretha Franklin is unmatched.
Oh,
But
yeah.
those videos, damn, like I don't know if you saw the one where the interviewer was asking her about all these different singers,
Yep.
and she was like giving these one word answers. And I remember, I think it was Alicia Keys, they asked her, and she was like, great songwriter. But you could tell what she really wanted to say was, I don't think she could sing.
Yeah, is that the Beautiful Gowns interview?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that one. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but have you ever heard of the Got to Be Real series?
Yeah.
That's what introduced me to those clips, and I had to go back and watch them. Yep. And when I saw the one where she was performing for Barack Obama, I knew they was about to go in. And of course, in Gotta Be Real fashion, it was in a matter of days. They had a clip up with the voiceovers and all that.
Yep.
That's still, to this day, like if I ever want to laugh, I'll pull that up. I see how Patty was just like, oh, we cool? No, hell no, we not cool. Back up.
Right.
Back up.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No, I do think that Aries does get that rap for being mean sometimes, but I think, like you said earlier, the loyalty is also a factor. I feel like, very loyal. My grandparents were on my mom's side. They're both deceased now, but my grandfather was a Leo, and then my grandmother, as I mentioned, was a Aries. And woo, it was not that fire on fire. I mean, it was an interesting relationship to watch, to say the least. So
I know y'all used to laugh at them all the time.
We did.
Stay out of their business, y'all. They'll be okay in a matter of minutes.
Right. Exactly. Okay. And so when it comes to other signs, so this is something that I'm doing that's new specifically to this season. So, of course, when you go down or when something happens, you can't go down by yourself. You got to take somebody with you. So this segment is called Take You With Me. And so if you had to pick one other zodiac sign that has an ick that really just gets on your nerves, which sign would that be? And what is their ick?
Virgo.
Okay. And what is it?
They could be real selfish. They can be real selfish to the point where, oh my God. Now, I'm not trying to bash these people, but I'm gonna give you an example. But both my parents are Virgo. September 7th and September 9th. When I tell you, I felt like I was being raised by the same person.
Really?
Crazy. I mean, and, they were good parents. They, educated and everything. But I tell you, my siblings and I used to look at each other like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Like, what is right? Like, it was to the point, and I know a lot of Black families do this. They're like, your mama's acting weird today. Be careful.
Oh, right.
Your daddy's in his mood today. And then as we got older, we're like, they're in their Virgo mood. Stay away from them. And it used to be so funny. And I used to think, yeah, it's just my parents. Until I got into the dating world.
And you encountered the
exact same. Yeah. And I'm like, this seems familiar. And then there's this saying, a lot of people, like, boys date their mom, girls date their dad. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm dating both my parents right now. Because what the hell is going on? Like, do I need a therapy?
Right, what's happening here?
Sessions? Like, what the hell? But yeah, it'll be Virgo. But I have another one, but it's like a love-hate situation with them.
Okay, what sign is that?
Gemini.
Okay, and why is that?
When they call Geminis twins, that's real. Sometimes you'll get, when you approach a Gemini, you're not sure who you're going to get. And it's good to just expect that, because like my two best friends, my younger sisters, love them to death. You can't tell. I stand in front of a car coming at me 80 miles per hour, whatever for them. But like if I call them, I take a pause. I'm like, okay, who am I dealing with? Boy, go to hell. Boy, go to hell. Leave me alone.
Which twin is it today?
Exactly. And another example, I have a few friends that are Gemini, and it's an ongoing joke with us. I dated a Gemini.
Okay.
Ongoing joke. Like, who's on the phone? Who am I next to right now? Because just want to be sure if I need to have my running shoes on.
Wow. That's okay. That's interesting. So, wow. Okay. So the reason why I looked so surprised when you mentioned your parents is because both of my parents are also Virgos. So my dad is September 6th and my mom is September 12th. So the selfish part, you know what? I can't say that I saw that with my parents. And that could be maybe a birth order thing too, because my mom is the oldest of 5 kids.
Wait, let me pause. Not as far as like external selfishness, not like them towards their children and like towards us.
Okay.
Just to watch them from the outside looking in.
Okay.
Like, dang, okay. That's what I meant by that, but I didn't want to be like, they didn't share their food. They didn't give
Right, 1 meal a day. That's all you get.
Yeah, exactly. You had the blanket long enough. Pass it to your brother.
Right. Okay, now in that instance, yes, I totally agree, and especially when you mentioned the dating part. With dating, or even like maybe kind of getting to know a Virgo on that level, I feel like their motto is, it's all about me and get in where you fit in. And that's even if you meet their checklist, because they have this list, I feel like, of, okay, you got to be this, and this, which is funny because I've heard a lot of people say that Aquarius is that way too. So not so much with the checklist, but I remember I was talking to an Uber driver. I was on a recent work trip. And so we got to talking. And so she was asking me just like different things about personal stuff. And so I was telling her about the podcast. And so I said, I'm an Aquarius. And so she said, oh, she's like, she just started like just telling me all these things. And some of the stuff had some, accurate points. And she was like, well, you probably have to struggle, or maybe used to struggle with putting yourself and maybe even others, like relationship, family, ahead of your work and your goals. And that has been an issue of mine in the past. I think I've gotten better at it. Like you said, maybe more the healed version of myself. But it could be an issue where, like forces repel sometimes in that regard. But I do agree. Virgos are a bit selfish when it comes to dating. I agree. Yeah, and Gemini too. I get along with them well. Never really hit it off with a Gemini as far as dating or relationship. But great friends. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Amazing friends. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So just in case you're wondering, I have a guest.
Hey, you know what? I was going to ask you. Now, is your dog? What breed is your dog?
He's a Minpin.
Minpin. Okay. I was going to ask you about that because I know I've seen a couple of TikToks with your dog. I have a dog too that I just got in December, and he's not here at the moment because he's not as well behaved as your dog. Because you would hear him barking.
He's letting me know, like, I see you doing your thing, and I understand y'all got human stuff going on, but I'm here, and you really pay attention to me right now. Now, keep in mind, I walked him, gave him a treat, did everything to make sure he's going to be quiet while we were doing this. But he's done. Yeah, that's enough.
He's like, that's it. You're done.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. We'll tell him, hey, we don't have too much longer. But no, I had to drop my dog off because he he does the same thing, but he does it with barking. And I'm like, okay, I can't have you, you know, yapping on the audio. So I'm like, all right, let me just come back and get you later on. So
the key, let me tell you, the key to you got to wear them down first. Play with them.
Okay.
You tire them out, like pretty much like a toddler. Take them to the park, wear them down. They're gonna look once you get back home. They're gonna look at you like, "Get the hell away from me. We're good."
Right. I'm tired now.
Yeah. Once they get tired, they'll leave you. You got about 2 or 3 hours, and they're back. Okay, come on. Remember that playing thing? Let's go.
Right.
They're gonna start bringing you the squeaky toys while you're on the phone or something like that. Like, yeah, it's playtime. Let's go.
Right. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Okay, I will for sure. That's what's up. Okay. So then this other segment that I have that I've been doing, or that I'll be doing this season, is called Redacted. So tell me a funny or horrible story that you have dealing with a specific zodiac sign without mentioning names.
Let's see. Horrible zodiac sign.
Or it could be funny too.
Oh no, this is kind of funny and horrible at the same time.
Okay.
But okay, went to I might mess up the pronunciation, but is it Tulum, Mexico?
Yeah.
Went to Mexico with a group of friends. Ran into an old friend of mine from high school. Believe it or not, it's funny. You just run into these people,
right?
And he was there. We ended up at the same party, and I'm just getting there the same day, and I'm like, dressed up, I'm ready to show out. And he gives me a green lollipop, and it had liquid in it. It tasted amazing.
Oh, I think I know where this is going. Okay,
man, the party started. My friends laughing at me. I get inebriated, I get drunk or whatever like that. I'm telling jokes. I'm picking on people. I'm the star of the show, and we're getting ready to go out. And all next thing you know, I walk away from my group. Shaun doesn't speak a lick of Spanish. So I'm walking around Mexico, as trying to get an Uber or whatever. I'm trying to find where my Uber's be, trying to meet up or whatever like that. People are sending me all different directions. And I don't know if you've ever been to Mexico, but they're trying to sell you everything. They're trying to sell you everything. They're walking up, making gestures and trying to ask how much money you have, and I'll show you for some money and this, that, and other. I'm wandering. Now, keep in mind, I'm way up.
Right.
Come to find out, it was a THC lollipop. In the center of it had more THC in it. The night ended early for me. The night ended early. I woke up and my friends were surrounding. I woke up, somehow I got back to my room. My friends were surrounding me. It looked like, you ever seen the movie Beloved?
Yes.
You remember at the end how the old grandmas surrounded that house? And they held hands? Yeah, that pretty much happened.
That was what they did for you.
Yeah, they had ice water, they had aspirin. They was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm not gonna mention the name, but they was like, "We had to ask so-and-so what he gave you." And once he told us, we all thought it was hilarious because we figured you could handle it. But then he told them how much was in it, and they was like, "Oh, damn, I should have said something." To this day, me and that person have a little, it's more comedic, but we have an ongoing Facebook beef.
Wow. That's hilarious.
Because he lives in California, and of course, I should have known, being that he lives in California, because they get down with the green stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
I'm not sure. Was that even funny, or was that like?
No, to me it was funny. No, and what? Let me ask you now. What is his sign?
Oh, he's a Gemini.
Oh, okay. As you were telling it in my head, I was like, "That sounds like a Gemini thing to do."
Yeah,
but I wasn't sure. Okay, because I feel like they're big pranksters. What's interesting about a Gemini, I feel like sometimes, depending on the representative or the person that they're bringing, they are really good at dishing out jokes, but they're not so good at taking them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've kind of trained myself, and I think this is good practice, but some people think it's corny. Like, I've learned this from my sisters. Like, when I want to pick on them, I don't pick on something that's true. I'll make something up and try to make it funny just to keep from offending them because I know it's going to be a problem for months.
Right.
One time, I kid you not, my sister had to be like 12, 13, and she was roasting me, and I was like, yeah, you don't have no jokes about that pimple on your forehead. The girl didn't talk to me for days. And I'm just like, you still tripping?
Oh,
and you're right, So ever since then, I'll make up something just, and she's like, oh, whatever. And I use this at work and with other people too. They're like, oh, you're so corny. I was like, look, I can start beef if I want.
Right. I can turn that switch on pretty quick.
Sign this consent form and we can go at it if you want.
Right. Yeah, to me, that was a really funny story because I had a similar experience in Mexico. So I won't say the person, but I'll just say I went on a trip with somebody to Mexico, and I've always been the person like, give me a little bit of alcohol. I'm good with that. Like, I don't need anything extra. I'm not really into, do what you do. I don't judge, but I'm usually just good with that. So same kind of scenario, lollipop thing. I'm on the cabana thing. She's in the pool area, but I'm kind of tipsy, so my reflexes aren't as quick. And so I see this couple coming. They have a lollipop. Now, mind you, this is all way pre-COVID, like a few years before that. But still,
taking candy from strangers.
Well, so not me, but she did, and she started licking the and I'm like, no, why are we doing this? And I think whatever the lollipop was must have been the same type that your friend gave you, because I'm telling you, she started acting really different, and it wasn't even the whole lollipop that she had. So I was like, oh, okay, this is a different grade of stuff down here.
Yes, look, had it not come from someone I know, I wouldn't have done it, because out there is kind of grimy.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Now, if somebody I knew gave it to me, then yeah, it's like, okay, I'll try it. Especially if you're on vacation and you're like, okay,
right,
why not? Whatever.
Right. Just make sure when you do, you have a little group of prayer warriors to kind of revive you.
Yes. Make a circle around you.
Exactly.
Yes. So, before we get to the last segment of the show, I do want to ask if you have any like personal or business things, anything you want to promote, anything like that. I just want to make sure you had that opportunity as well.
Well, not yet. Not sure if I brought this to your attention earlier, but I'm into photography. I'm into tech.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Kind of trying to shy away from social media, but we'll see about that, because I feel like everybody's doing the same thing. And between all the changes and the political season going on, I'm just like, So I'm definitely looking to do more and get some of these thoughts out of my head and to just kind of express myself and put, some kind of creativity out. So hopefully this is my challenge to you. This goes well, you get some numbers, or if you like the conversation, we can come back in a couple months and I'll have something to actually put out.
Hey, okay. Yes, let's do that. That's what's up. Right. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the last part of the
I hear music. What?
Yeah, right. Where is this coming from? Right. So this is the dead in the water game. So I tried to tailor it based on some of the things that I've seen you post, or I don't repeat questions with guests, so I try to keep it different for everybody. So 5 questions, this or that. Instead of telling me the thing that you like the best, you'll tell me the thing that you would get rid of or throw back in the water, or basically what you like the least. So first question, I'm pretty sure I think I know how you're going to answer this one. Dogs or cats?
I would throw the cat away.
Me too.
Quick story. I had a cat before, and the cat terrorized the hell out of me. I'm talking. I couldn't pet. I had mark. If people at my job was asking me was I being abused or something, because
Really?
I would go to work. I would have scratches, and I'm talking like if I didn't want the cat to sleep in my room, I would open the door and I would have a nice little gift waiting for me on the other side of the door. So that kind of, I mean, I think cats are beautiful and they're nice, but I'd rather watch them on TikToks than
Wow, that's interesting though, because I think that's rare. Usually people are kind of diehard dog lovers or cat lovers. So that's interesting that you have a dog now, but you used to have a cat.
Yeah, I love animals because as a kid,
I do too.
Growing up in a black household, you either had a dog or you had nothing because black parents didn't play that.
Right. No rabbits, no chickens, no
none of that.
Right.
But like my dog is awesome. Not sure. Did I tell you his name? It's funny.
Wait, did you say no? You told me his breed, but no. What's his name?
Yeah, his name is Richard Parker. I'm not sure if you familiar with that name or if it came from the movie The Life of Pi.
Okay. I was like, wait, I've heard that name before. Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of people was like, you really named your dog after a tiger? I was like, you damn right I did.
Hey, I love it.
But okay, back to the question. Sorry.
No, you good. You good.
So the cat has to go because I don't feel like being abused right now. So.
Yeah, I'm same way. Cat has to go for me too because I had a situation also. My god sister, I was maybe like 9 or 10. They had a cat, and the cat, she had bunk beds. Her and her brother, she was on the top one. He had the bottom one. The cat jumped up on the top bunk bed, and I had never done anything to this cat. Just latched onto the back of my neck and just started clawing, like from the back, like clawing at my face. And so my first instinct was I threw the cat. I picked it up and I threw it, and it hit the wall. And she was like, "I can't believe you did that." I'm like, do you see my face? I can't believe your cat scratched me up.
Like, ma'am, I'm on the phone with a lawyer right now.
Right. So it would be throw away the cats for me too.
Cats are weird. I could watch them on TikTok all day.
Same.
Some special amazing person put like a webcam on the cat's collar. I'll send you the link when we finish with this. But the cat roams the neighborhood, terrorizing other cats. And sometimes they'll put dramatic music to it, and I promise you, it's better than reality TV. It's hilarious. Like they argue and then beat the crap out of each other, and you see fur everywhere. It's like,
what?
Never again.
Okay, I definitely want to see that.
Like watching Killers or something. It's crazy.
Okay. So this is a seasons question. So summer or fall, which one would you get rid of?
I would get rid of. Oh, that's a hard question. I would get rid of fall. I like summer more.
Okay.
Summer is amazing. I used to live in New York. I love New York during the summertime.
It is nice in the summer.
I love California in the summertime. I used to like Dallas in the summertime. Last time I went, I literally felt myself frying. So yeah, but summer's awesome. Summer's awesome. Fall is amazing too, but fall is that time you start to pull out the long sleeves and change dresses and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna pick summer. So fall would have to go.
Okay. All right. Fall is out the door. All right. So I saw a post that you did kind of rating comedians. So I noticed that TikTok didn't have these two comedians on the list to choose. So I was just curious, between Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayans, who would you throw away?
I'll throw away Chris Tucker.
Okay. That's fair.
I grew up watching Marlon Wayans. About to show my age, but in the background, this is one of their movies. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Oh yeah.
When the guy get out of jail with the fish tanks in the shoes, I was always laughing at the people in the background making the jokes and pointing. Marlon and Shaun was one of the people in the background. And, and just growing up watching them and their movies and stuff. Chris Tucker, on the other hand, like Friday Funnies, I don't know what. He disappeared after that. To this day, and I promise you, I'm not trying to be funny. I could only understand half of the things he was saying in The Fifth Element.
I mean, me too.
Right hand of God.
His
I couldn't
character was unforgettable, but I agree. You can't.
I couldn't. I
Like,
had to
what was
watch
his
it
name?
with subtitles, and then even with the subtitles, sometimes it'll just show a black bar. It wouldn't show what he was saying, and I was like, yeah, this is but okay.
Can't do it.
I'm
What about
right.
Rush Hour? You didn't like Rush Hour, or did you?
Rush Hour, the first two was funny. The first,
Yeah, the third one was okay. I agree. Yeah, wasn't spectacular, but it was decent. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so this Beyonce albums. So between Renaissance or Cowboy Carter, which one would you throw away?
Renaissance. Oh, I would throw away Cowboy Carter. Renaissance was.
Yeah.
Renaissance is crazy. Cowboy Carter, I get it. I think it's a good album. I just didn't really. It didn't connect with me. Renaissance, I'm still finding songs on it. I skip past, what is it? Plastic on the Sofa.
Yeah,
and it just happened to be playing in the background. I was like, okay, that's nice. Oh, can't skip that one anymore. Add that to the playlist.
Yeah.
But yeah, Renaissance was crazy. I don't know what she was feeling or what drug she was taking or who she had in that studio with her. But
what drug? She might have been on those Mexico lollipops.
Exactly. With the disco balls and that horse and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would say of the two, I would probably get rid of Cowboy Carter too. I feel like she did have the country element, but I feel like Cowboy Carter was almost kind of all over the place, which isn't a bad thing because I like the whole album. But Renaissance, I feel like it had more of a theme.
Yeah, it was like it was just going. Yeah, trust me. I still listen to that album.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, it's funny, and it kind of brought me into the Beehive. My family always teased me. I liked Beyonce with the whole Lion King album, the little concept album she did, The Gift. I'll listen to like most of the fast songs off that, and then Renaissance came out. I was like, oh yeah, I'm putting together a playlist. Definitely have to. And
go ahead.
That's pretty much like the Afrobeats album she did.
Yeah, it is. You know, to be honest, I didn't really like the Lion King album when it first came out, but I will say it's grown on me. So now when I go back and listen to some of the songs, I'm like, oh, this is actually jamming. Yeah.
Then she came out with it in the middle of COVID, so everybody was like, what the hell?
Right. Right. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Okay. So this is the last one, food question. Barbecue or sour cream and onion as it pertains to chips. Which one would you get rid of?
Sour cream and onion.
Okay. Same. I actually would too. Okay.
You been asking hard questions.
Right.
I'm telling you, I saw the chicken, to circle back to the chicken and fish.
Like which one?
First I was low-key offended. I was like, is this racial? Like, what's going on? And then I thought about it. I was like, okay, all that aside, think about the actual question.
Right.
And I started tearing into it and realized I was in what they call a rabbit hole.
Right.
Like, okay, Shaun, take a break.
But you brought up a good point. So for those of you watching and listening, so I never thought of this until Shaun brought it up. But you said it depends on who's cooking or where it's coming from, basically, like who's cooking the chicken or who's cooking the seafood or the fish, which is a good point, because I will say for me, like for instance, I probably would keep the fish anyway on most cases, but Frenchie's chicken, I don't know if you've ever had Frenchie's. It's in Houston. If you go to Houston, great fried chicken. It's really, really good. So if I was putting that up against, like, let's say Long John Silver's fish, I probably would throw the fish out. That's a good point.
Gotcha. Yeah, Long John Silver's. Like, is that in 2024? Is that even still considered fish? Like,
I don't know, but it's good. I ain't gonna lie. I love Long John Silver's. I maybe it's not fish, but it's good.
Last time I've seen someone walk through the door with Long John Silver, they opened it up and it was just like this much breading and something was in the middle and it was grease and it smelled amazing, but I was like, dude, seriously,
what is this? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Okay. Well, hey, well, we've reached the end of the show. So this has been great, Shaun. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining.
you. I appreciate the offer. It's been an awesome conversation. It's good to connect. And yeah, I definitely want to do this again if allowed and if asked
Oh
back.
yeah. We'll definitely have to set up some time to do another episode. So yeah, that would be great. So any parting words that you want to leave with people on dealing with an Aries, maybe not tick them off, any tips, anything like that?
Let's see. Oh man, this put me on the spot. So tips for dealing with Aries. If you, I mean, because people are different, but we are very loving and forgiving. So if we are mad at you, whether it's if it's your fault, apologize. You'll be in within seconds. If it's not your fault, be patient. Explain to them, okay, you did this, and that made me feel the type of way. Now, in between one of the Aries crying, just work through it. They might cry, and be like, "Oh, I didn't mean to be like that," or whatever, And then we'll apologize. Now,
Right.
if you dealing with an unhealed Aries, just leave it alone for your own safety, for your own sanity. Just leave it alone. At some point, maybe Jesus will bring them back. But yeah, this is only with healed Aries. Unhealed Aries, yeah, you might need a tranquilizer or some kind of taser or something, and good luck.
Right. Do the beloved prayer.
Yeah, exactly. Call Big Mama now.
Right. I love it. Okay. All right. Well, hey, everybody, thank you for watching, for tuning in. Again, if you've not already subscribed, go ahead and do that, please, if you don't mind, and hit that notification bell on the YouTube channel. And also, again, Shaun, you can follow him on TikTok at Shaun in8K, and I'm going to spell that out again for you. It's SHAUNIN number 8 and then the letter K, and that's all together. So this has been great. So yeah, thank you so much, Shaun. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. It's been awesome.
All right, have a good one. Till next week. Peace.